Tonight's business report is brought to you by the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, where you belong.
Government's efforts to make it easier to do business in Barbados just took a giant step forward with the introduction of the electronic single window. It was launched at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Centre earlier today. Lisa Broom has the details.
The electronic single window, or ESW, allows trade documents to be submitted electronically to the relevant government agencies. And as the Finance Minister explains, the documents then go to a single point for processing and approval.
The system will therefore function as a repository for more than 190 different forms, certificates and licenses which traders expect to eventually retrieve from the electronic single window. Expected results including a move towards a paperless trading environment, reduced duplication, shorter application and processing times, and a lower incidence of human error are all benefits to be derived.
Mr. Sinclair says the ESW will be that step towards simplifying and streamlining the regulations, behaviors and practices that impact business and trade facilitation. Now, using the example of the customs software Asakuda World, he explained how the ESW would work.
A major interface will, on one hand, allow Asakuda World to send a notice to the Barbados Electronic Single Window informing regulatory agencies that a release order has been granted by customs, thereby allowing the regulatory agencies to avoid unnecessary processing and to reallocate scarce resources elsewhere. On the other hand, customs will receive from regulatory agencies any interim or final decisions regarding a declaration.
One thing which concerns the Finance Minister is how readily those who work with the system will accept it. Mr. Sinclair says public servants and private sector workers have been put through a series of training exercises and there was significant public education. But he says the system cannot survive if it is not used. Lisa Broom, CBC News.
Meanwhile, the business community has given the thumbs up to the new electronic single window. Anthony Branker, chairman of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industries Retail and Distribution Committee, agrees the ESW will go a long way into making it easier to do business.
We see faster clearance of goods because of less time spent traveling from one regulatory agency to another. We see reduced trade transactional costs, such as demurrage charges, as delays would have resulted. Improved transparency in the in the operations of regulatory agencies, which leads to greater clarity. We see clarity around the classification of goods.
Mr. Branker says the private sector also wants the ESW to facilitate e-payment methods to settle duties and taxes. He thinks the Barbados Revenue Authority should establish the relationships needed with the commercial banks to make e-payments a reality.
Allowing for swifter payments of duties and taxes can indeed lead to the reduced cost of doing business. We are also anxious to see the use of e-payment methods such as credit and debit cards, electronic transfers, or online payments for the settlement of duties, taxes, and other associated fees related to the clearance of goods for import or export. Such e-payment facilities have become a cornerstone in single window programs as it enhances trade facilitation greatly.
Businesses can begin to sign up immediately. Time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.
In Jamaica, Sagicor Group Jamaica Limited was the volume leader with 3,572,539 units. They were followed by Cable and Wireless Jamaica Limited and JMMB Group Limited. In Trinidad, JMMB Group Limited was the volume leader there with 251,611 shares changing hands for a value of $301,602.39. They were followed by the West Indian Tobacco Company Limited and National Commercial Bank Jamaica Limited. And in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader, trading 6,207 shares at $2.30 each. They were followed by Barbados Farms Limited and Banks Holdings Limited.